الفطر من بعد شهر الصيام.
من البهو هبت رياح هباء فطار القصيد يحاكي الهوى رياح السموم وكف الغيوم تنادي ألا من جلا.
الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله أما بعد. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Walaikum salam.
Go on then.
What? Oh yeah, sorry. Hey.
Faraz, you do it.
Right, basically.
Chat to my boy Faraz today.
Faraz,
Talk to us, Faraz. What's happening?
tell us what's the vibe. What's the vibe?
Well, we just got here.
Where? Where's here?
In Cardiff, alhamdulillah.
Mashallah. You got to put the accent on. Do the Welsh accent.
We're in
No,
Welsh, Wales.
I can't do it.
Bruv,
Anyway.
that is Scottish, bruv.
I just had Ironbrew, isn't it? So what can I say? But alhamdulillah, look, we're here in Cardiff now. Unit is looking, alhamdulillah, pretty full. But I think I'm gonna leave it to the experts, inshallah. These are the guys.
Well, basically, we just want to take this opportunity, just to thank the brothers and sisters in this part of the world, in Cardiff, who have really done well. You know, they've really done a great effort down here, mashallah. It started with a small team. Started with actually one sister and a husband, and they've actually grown and grown and grown to the extent now. From that, they've actually got a unit. They've got 2 units now, which they're working from. You know, they've got Bristol involved. You know, mashallah, the sister in Bristol's done a fantastic job. All the other little surrounding areas, Newport and all the places, they've done really well, mashallah. So I just want to thank all of them, take this opportunity to say Jazakallah khair for their support. Today, I mean, this is the first time, it's a bit of a change for us, isn't it? Because we have the containers going out from our base, but this year we've branched out and we're setting containers up from different areas, and this is the first one. So the container will be leaving from Cardiff for the first time for Shoebox, which is
we're not just from Cardiff, but alhamdulillah, this is the first year where we've outsourced a lot of the work that's being done. So rather than have everything in our central hub, which is in London, as you all know from our previous videos of Big Yellow Storage, this way now, bismillah, now what we're doing is we're sending out all our boxes. We're making off drop-off points, but not only that, that is where the container is going to go from. So this is a first for us as well. But going forward, inshallah, anybody who wants to get involved with this project, if you think you've got what it takes, get in touch with us. We'll give you all the means and all the necessary support. For next year. What we want to do, we want to have more places like this. We want to have more places where you guys can set up your own location. You can have your own warehouse. You can do your own collections. You can do everything yourself, and we'll have a container sent to you on the day. We'll turn up as we are here. We'll have a team from Islam House, Shoebox4Syria, come down, meet you, facilitate everything, give you that support, empower you to do your own little mini project, micro project as it were. So we don't have to, worry about the little nitty gritty. You guys can get on with that yourself, inshallah.
May I add one thing, inshallah? This isn't just a UK project now, it is international. Alhamdulillah, the brothers and sisters in Australia, they have sent a container already. Their container has gone. And I think we still got other cities on board, haven't we, in Australia, still doing something?
Yeah, Melbourne, Queensland, there's different areas.
Alhamdulillah.
Melbourne's repping it, Queensland's repping it.
Alhamdulillah.
Sydney have repped it.
Sydney have repped it.
Yeah. We have brothers and sisters in Singapore. We're waiting for their delivery to arrive to us. So if anyone's in Singapore, potentially send a container from there as well. And we do get boxes internationally. We've had lots of queries from the US of A. Get on board, inshallah.
When we start this campaign, this is very important, and I want this to be in the video, inshallah, if you can, yeah? Don't edit it. A sister contacted us from Bosnia, and she sent us a letter, I think it was last year or the year before. And in the letter, she wrote us an email, and she said, you don't realise how much this gift means to people in that situation. She gave her story. She said, I was a refugee. I was in the Bosnian War back in the late 80s. I was a child who received a shoebox from someone. And she goes, it turned my life around because it gave me the hope to live, knowing that people out there are remembering me. And wallahi, subhanAllah, when I heard her story, it touched my heart. that when we're sending these gifts and these kids in the refugee camp are getting these, and wherever they are in Syria getting these gifts, it's giving them hope that someone all the way in London is thinking about them.
Yeah.
It's very important. It's more than just a gift.
Somebody else cares.
Somebody cares.
Somebody
And the sister in Bosnia, when she told her story of how it gave her hope and it changed her life.
Wasn't she the one that she used to say whenever I used to have a problem, she used to open up her shoebox?
Yes.
There were certain things in there that she kept.
She kept it at night.
And
She used to
even
yeah.
after years and years and years, as
She
she got
kept it.
older, she kept it. And that was her little memorabilia, you know?
And that was a thing that kept her going. And
Yeah.
subhanAllah, imagine that one shoebox.
So
What
that's
it
why we
felt
always
like.
say that when you're making your shoeboxes,
Give your best.
give your best, put thought into it. Don't just make it as a clear out of junk from your house. So we've got Amy from Cardiff. You're from Cardiff. You know, just wanted maybe to get a few words from you in terms of why you got involved in this project and what sort of kick-started your desire to get involved and help out.
Very moved by the pictures that we have seen on the news and all the information that we read about the terrible situation and the wars that are going on and the plight of innocent people.
Yeah.
And there's a large number of volunteers who wanted to respond to that in any way they could.
Yeah.
And the call went out to the call went out to donate clothing, to donate medical supplies,
Yeah.
to donate whatever we could, toiletries, anything that could actually be helped, be helpful.
Did you ever think that maybe this is more just for Muslims rather than?
I don't really think about what religion people are, because there are people of all religions, all faiths, and none who are affected by these conflicts. So, to me, that is not, I respect people's choices in their religion, and that's absolutely important.
The reason I ask is because obviously this year, we've had a lot of interest from churches who have got involved and other organisations. And more than anything, it's just a reminder for the people out there that are going to be watching this, that this isn't a charity cause that's just specific for Muslims. It's something general to everybody, and everybody is more than welcome to get involved, and obviously you're a prime example of that.
Absolutely.
But thank you so much for your time. Okay, alhamdulillah, this is container loading day in Cardiff. The container's just pulled up, so alhamdulillah, the brothers are just getting around now. We're getting prepared to load it up. Should be maybe 2.5, 3 hours. As you've seen, all the stuff is already here, ready to be loaded. All your gifts, all your stuff that you've sent in from Cardiff. So once again, Jazakallah khair to the people of Cardiff and Bristol for arranging all of this and collecting all the shoeboxes and the gifts for the children of Syria. So watch this space. We're going to document how we get all of that in there. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum, brothers, sisters and friends. We're here with Julia from your charity? I Need. Charity is called I Need, based in Wales. Cardiff, right?
In Cardiff, actually, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And, so basically, today's, as you know, the container day. We're in the process of loading the container. We've done all the stuff from Shoebox4Syria and some of the stuff from Anaya Aid. And I Need has donated generously all of this stuff. It's all clothes and shoes. If you want to talk to us a bit about what you've donated and what your charity does.
Well, yeah, we've been collecting since last September, actually, in Caldicot. We've sent 3 containers ourselves from Caldicot. We're having a little bit of a break at the moment, but we're still collecting, but we don't have enough stuff for our own containers. So we're really grateful to be able to send our aid over to Syria with you guys. We've collected clothes for women, children, medical equipment, bedding, towels, shoes, lots and lots of shoes. We've got lots of great volunteers over in Caldicot who work Monday to Friday, sorting out with great care to make sure that the aid which is going is good quality stuff which can be used.
So how long have you been doing this for?
We've been doing it since last September.
Okay, and that was when you started? Or?
That's when we started. And we've got a really good team over there, and we're just really keen to keep getting stuff which has been generously donated by the people of Wales.
What kind of response have you got sort of from since you sort of put it out there that you're collecting? What's the response been like?
We've had an absolutely amazing response. I mean, only a couple of months ago we had a lorry actually arrive from up in mid Wales, where a group of people had been collecting in their barn on a farm, and the aid was excellent quality, and that that all went out to Syria. People have been incredibly generous. People do care. People want to be involved, and people want to give.
Definitely, that's something we found as well. Every time we sort of put it out there to people that, you know what, we're doing a campaign, you know, we always find that everybody just wants to get involved. Everyone wants a piece of it. Everyone wants to, you know, help out where they can. And one of the most important things that we're trying to highlight today, that and going forward with our campaign, and I'm sure with yours as well, that this isn't just a Muslim thing. You know, everyone, we want people out there to see, you know, we had two older ladies that came down. I think that, were they part of your charity as well?
We've been in contact with them. Yeah.
You know, they came down, and you know, they weren't Muslim, they weren't Asian, they were white, they were from Wales, and they were so happy to get involved. And this is something we want to put out there, that, you know, at the end of the day, this is something for everyone to help out with.
Absolutely.
You know?
I mean, our team is incredibly diverse. When we have sort-out days, we have children coming, we have families coming, older people. What we find is actually a real mainstream concern. People are concerned about what's happening in Syria. People are unhappy about it.
Yeah.
People do want to help. It's not just a Muslim issue by any means, and it's really heartening because we feel desperately helpless with Syria, and by coming and donating and sorting out, people feel like at least we're doing something, at least we're letting people in Syria, we do care.
No, thank you so much, Julia, for all your help, and hope you continue your great work. And maybe we'll meet again in a few months' time to do another container.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. Right, quick. Right, this is the end of our container day today. MashaAllah, as you can see behind us, the container's almost loaded. We've done about 50% of the container was with your shoeboxes and amana. So alhamdulillah, again, thank you to Bristol, Cardiff, and all the people around in the neighbouring areas, all the charities that come together. We've been meeting other charities who have come in and helped us.
Jazakallah khair.
Jazakallah khair. Thank you. May Allah, accept it from us all, inshallah, for our efforts. So almost half the containers full of just shoeboxes. The rest has been filled up with aid. We're going to be sealing this up, and that's going to be going.
We even got the driver involved.
Even the driver's on it.
Mashallah.
What's the driver's name?
Andy. Andy from?
I live in Poole.
Andy from Poole.
Yeah.
Big shout out.
Big shout out, Andy's got it. On it. Fam.
May Allah guide him.
Ameen.
And all the other people watching this. And us.
Anyway, so look, thanks for tuning in to our Container Day 1 in Cardiff. And inshallah, keep updated. Brothers and sisters, one thing we do need from you guys is to carry on supporting the campaign. Please visit the GoFundMe page, which will be positioned somewhere on the screen, or comments or notes or somewhere. I don't know, across there. Anywhere you want to put it, just do it.
Let's be here.
We do need that. We don't like to ask, but unfortunately, it costs money. Containers cost money, storage costs money.
That's the thing to note, that we can't do none of this without you guys.
Yes.
Everything that you see here, without the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala first and foremost, without you guys helping us, coming forward, doing the shoe boxes, sending them into us, helping us financially, coming and helping on the container days. These are all things that we can't do this on our own.
We've been doing this now for a few years, and alhamdulillah, every time you get all these brothers come out, and like one brother said famously, remember last couple of years out, a brother said, he goes, all these brothers come out for the sake of Allah. They all come out for the sake of Allah. Yeah, and this is not because they're paid for it, not as volunteers. As volunteers, not as paid workers.
Lillah.
They come out straight for the sake of Allah to help those people in need. So please, brothers and sisters, carry on supporting the campaign. You can visit our GoFundMe page, go to our website. Also, I'd just like to grab this guy here.
Uncle T,
Right,
Uncle T from East London.
He pretends he doesn't like the camera, but he loves it. He even went to the barbers. Actually, didn't today. He normally does. MashaAllah. Big shout out to Uncle T, as we call him.
Anaya Aid.
Keep the camera up, yeah? Camera up, yeah?
Turn around. There you go.
Look, he's actually been loading.
Anaya Aid, mate. He's been working hard today.
Look, I can see the arms are coming out.
For a change, Uncle D's done some work, and a big shout out to Uncle Pervez from Anaya Aid as well.
Uncle Perez, any quick words?
No, alhamdulillah, keep supporting us, and inshallah we'll keep going with everybody's help. Jazakallah khair.
MashaAllah.
Okay, so Bismillah, we just wanted to introduce Brother Khalid quickly. He's been doing a lot of work behind the scenes. Does a lot of the graft and stuff that people don't really see. He's not really coming in front of the camera a lot because obviously he doesn't like that kind of thing. But just for me, as a favour for me, inshallah, because we go back quite a way. Good few years behind us, alhamdulillah. Me and Khalid were speaking about the shoebox campaign and how it benefits the people. Well, the brother gave such a beautiful story. I just want you to narrate it, akhi.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Me and the brother, we travelled to Syria, I think in 2013. And when we went there, we visited the aid camps. And a memory which will always stay with me is this little boy. We was walking through the aid camps and we were distributing aid. And this little 2-year-old boy just came up to me and he kept on tugging on my hand and asking me for he was asking me for a car, just a small car to play with. You know, he wasn't asking for food or clothing or anything like that. He was just asking for a car, and that will always, that'll always stick with me. SubhanAllah. So, these gift boxes that you're sending with those little toys and that they are, they really are something.
Small gift.
That's all the brother wanted, the little boy, just to play with a little car. That's all he wanted.
And this is something we take for granted. And this is something, wallahi, if you've got children, if you've got nieces, nephews, cousins, brothers, sisters, this is something you should narrate to them. Wallahi, because it's truth. This is a true story. And subhanallah, that these little things that we take for granted, pound shop, 5 cars for £1, this could make somebody's Eid. This could make a little child's Eid. And like I said it before, I'll say it again, that this gives these people hope. It reminds them that there's people from this ummah. This ummah is global, and it reminds these people that this ummah cares. And there's people on the other side of the globe, and they're willing to do this for them. So once again, barakallahu feekum for all of your help and your efforts. Keep supporting us. Jazakallah khair, Khalid. Barakallahu feek. Oh, you want now, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Oh, brother.
تذكر يوما كنت تعانق دمعة الفكر تناجي الله في صبر وترجو رحمة تسري فعاش القلب إخلاصا وصرت تحوم كالطير تحلق في ثقافات وتنهل من ربى الخير ترى ما زلت تذكرها وتذكر روعة الذكر فيهدي القلب ألحانا